Dick and Boonies Podcast. Richard, come together again. We're all about the liquor and the tasty gems. We would like to invite you in the silly minds we live in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Dick and Boonies Podcast.
Welcome.
And we have made it to number 50. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It is.
I feel like very rare in my life do I make a plan, follow through, execute to this degree.
And it's coming. Yeah, right. It's coming to fruition.
We said, let's do a podcast. And we did it. Mm-hmm. And now we're 50 episodes in.
Out of a year. We missed 2.
But we haven't missed.
But we haven't. We made up for them when we had to.
Right. So we haven't been doing it, I guess, quite for a year yet. We've got 2 more weeks for a year, right? This is just the 50th episode.
Is it 2 more weeks?
I would just assume.
I don't know the anniversary.
Have we ever not released an episode? Nay. Nay.
Okay.
Okay.
Really?
No?
We've never missed a week.
Consistency.
Because we logged 3.
Right. We had a fucking satchel of them.
We had a satchel of that.
And then
And then we released them because there was a lot of issues up top when we first started. Mm-hmm. There was conflicting.
And then now that it's like, we were feeling like, all right, but if we use the backlogged ones, it's not as good because we're not as current. We're talking about old shit. And
yes.
We can't do that anymore.
Yes. So, but then we had back-to-back weeks where you had something going on and we had to drop 2. Mm-hmm. And then we were up to what we had 1 logged and then something else came up and then we were.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
We were.
Our bank account was empty.
I was going to say congruent, but that doesn't make sense. What does that word mean?
I don't know.
Congruent.
Why you guys looking at me?
Factoid.
Congruent.
You two.
Congruency.
It's not the right word, so who cares? It's not the right.
It sounded fine.
I think it's in succession of each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to say current. We were current.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking dude. Oh, you know what we should do for 50?
What should we do, brother?
Let's cheers.
Yeah? What do you got there?
You tell me. What is this?
Urine.
It's urine?
Urine.
It's Glenlivet, right?
It's Glen meringue pie. Glen meringue.
Cheers.
From the salud, brother. Woo, this is weird.
Yeah.
We haven't cheersed in 6 years.
That's so weird.
So for those who are just listening, I am having an adult beverage.
With me for the first time in 6 years.
In over 6 years. And then, yeah. Salud.
Salud, baby boy.
We'll chat about it.
Okay. I'm confused.
Oh, that's strong, baby. You know what?
Does that take you back to stealing my dad's fucking scotch when we were in high school?
Yeah, on the lever
and putting fucking on the
tilter.
Yeah.
It was such a big bottle that it needed a pivot point. It was the size of 2 handles, right? Would you say?
Yeah, it was fucking.
It was beefy.
It was a big old beefy bitch.
Yeah.
Johnny Red.
Yes.
Yep.
And it was on.
And
you would tilt it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. That thing was rad. So okay.
You know your shit's fucking hardcore when you got the tilter.
You got to get the tilty.
Oh boy.
Okay, so here's the deal.
What are we doing?
Okay, so and thank you so much for if you have been with us for all 50 episodes. My God, thank you so much. Yeah, we're clapping for you now.
For you.
Thank you so much for supporting the podcast and just going on the journey with us. It's fucking crazy, and to 50 more, really. You know?
100%.
So now that we got that out of the way,
your mom's like, because she started from the beginning and now she's listening to them all. And she's like, I'm starting to learn some things about you guys that I didn't know. And I'm just like, you didn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I thought we were good to go, but no.
There's some. I think the thing that turns my mom off the most
Is you talking about pussies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest turn off.
Just like a mother.
Yeah, I know. She's on episode like 8, and she just started like last week, so she's
pumping them out.
she's pumping through them,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. I told her, I said, I just hit play on the thing and then walk away. I was like, I want the play, I want the view, but you may not want the content.
Yeah.
I was like, but Dad, you could. He's like,
I'm good.
yeah, he's not going to listen. Okay, so last week was spring break for my children. So I planned a whole excursion through California. We went to Lompoc, California, which is 45 minutes north of Santa Barbara. It's about 5 miles inland of the coast, but it's still like a coasty. It's kind of like it's not like a beach town. It's like a little teeny tiny decent town that's close to the ocean. Mm-hmm. And by ocean, I mean fucking, it seems like it could be the Atlantic. It's so...
Black and choppy?
Yeah, it's kind of dark and cloudy and cold, 15 degrees cooler than further south. And on top of that, what really blew me away was that the waves were breaking probably about 600 yards out.
Oh, shit.
And they were big as fuck, dude. Probably like 10, 12 foot waves just breaking way the fuck out there that you could see. They were so big you could see them clear, but they were just so far away. And then they'd break and there was like white water coming up. And also the distance from the sand to the water was 200 yards of flat.
Just flat, giant beach,
Sand.
big waves far out.
And there was also dunes. There was a particular type of bird nesting. So there was dunes. Okay, so there's dunes, then flat beach, then the water. The dunes you could not walk on. They were off limits because there was a bird
A
nesting.
protected species or whatever.
Yes, there's an endangered species living there. I can't remember the name of the bird, but they don't have a nest. So they just pop a couple of nuggets out onto the ground, and they're about the same color as the sand. So people were stomping on them, all this shit, right? So they were fucking them up. So there was only like a mile-long stretch of coast that we could actually hang out on, but that's plenty. You know what I mean? So there was that. Then went to Santa Barbara, fucking kicked it there, took pictures of Freebirds, went to Habit Burger.
Did you go to Freebirds?
Sure did. I sent you. Did you get those videos?
I did. And when I watched it, I was like in the middle of this thing, and I'm like, Richard's yelling at me, and so are these people. And I'm like, fuck.
Was it
You think, is that the house? Is it? Is it? I think it is.
Yeah.
No, I watched it. I was like,
Did it look like that?
fuck, it did.
Okay.
But for some reason, I remember the drop being a lot further down.
Nah. That was hefty drop. I think the actual video didn't do it justice. Didn't do it service justice. So
Anna.
yeah. So Anna, you know I didn't tip.
I just didn't feel like they did me service justice.
Quick little side story. Anna tipped the pizza man really shitty one time, and I was like, yo, what was that about? She's like, I just didn't feel he did me service justice. What does that even mean?
I know, it's gold.
Service justice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate it when they don't serve me that.
And she double tipped the next time, so don't worry about it, people. And
Service justice was served.
yeah, service justice was serviced.
And justice. So, dudes, SB.
So went to SB, lost my drone in the water. Then, which by the way, Taylor, bro, they don't do a good enough job to let you know that things are not going well. It was just like, it's over. It's over. Boop. And it was just in the water, and the ocean gobbled it up and took it out. And that was the end of
gone.
that. An SD card, which cost me like $70, gone. All the footage gone. And the drone gone.
Wait a second.
Yeah, what happened, Ted?
Drones come and go, but footage.
Right.
Did the battery die or what happened?
So what happened? No, fresh battery.
Connection?
It went up 40 feet, And I got that shot. I just wanted that shot from the sand out to the ocean, right? I wanted that. And then the coast, and then the title come up, Lompoc or whatever, Santa Barbara. That's really all I wanted. Then it was like some little thing popped up. I couldn't register or read it fast enough. And then it started counting down from like a minute 50. And it counted down. I was like, okay. So I'm like driving it around. I'm like, I only got, I'm like, I don't know why, but I only have a limited amount of time. It must have told me fast, but I didn't register it. Then it dropped down to 5 feet and it was just chilling at 5 feet. And I was like, okay, fine. So I was doing these really cool low shots. My kids were like playing in the water. I was like going around them and it was just like beautiful. The sun was like perfect, like gorgeous shots. And then it just goes boo and just goes into the water. And it was, this did cause
You were flying on empty though.
It was full. It was
Once
full.
you dropped.
It was full. The battery was full. There was something that they were not I must have been in a no-fly zone or something. I don't know, bro. You know me. I don't know all the things.
No, yeah, you're fresh into the deal.
Yeah, so but here's the deal. This is where things got a little sideways. It fell right next to Ella in the water. And I go, "Grab it." And she looks at me and I just go, "Grab it." And she goes, "Oh, but," and I go, "Grab it." And she goes, "I can't." I go, "Grab it."
Oh, shit.
All these people are like running around looking at me like, "What the fuck's this guy?" And I go, "Did you get it?" And she's like, "Ah," and like started running towards me without it. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
I was like, "Ella, it landed right next to you."
so all these people.
They thought I was the biggest piece of shit because what she was doing was trying to like confirm with me that what I needed her to do was like to grab it or what I'm not. She like froze in fear. She froze and she was trying to talk to me and I just went, "Grab it." She would be like, "But yeah, grab it."
And that's all you were saying though.
I just kept fucking interrupting.
Saying, "Grab it."
Just grab that shit. She
Yeah.
didn't grab it. The ocean fucking gobbled it up and that was it.
That would have been the coolest shot though.
And she was crying, sat down and was like,
Wait, what do you have, a DJI?
It was a DJI Mini, Mavic
It
Mini.
should be on your phone too. It caches to your phone.
Like Find My Mavic.
No,
I don't think I shared it to my phone. I've got.
It like automatically does.
Oh, the
The
footage.
DJ,
I thought about that for 1 second and then didn't pursue it any further.
I mean, mine does.
You know what, Tay Tay? You might be right.
Go to the app and go to your.
Yeah, I will. I'll do it after this. I'll check it out.
Yeah, because chances are you're gonna fucking lose that thing or break it or crash into a mountain.
Yeah.
But
Ben's
you
gonna
still
give.
got the footage.
Ben's got another one. He said I could borrow it. I just need to get a remote. I have a remote, but it won't go to that one. He says like a $200 remote.
You have to tie a string to it. You use it.
Motherfucker, dude. Why? Because I'm gonna fail again?
Yeah, because you're gonna fly out into the ocean.
Brother, I flew that. I flew that on top of a Camelback Mountain, baby.
I know.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
the no-fly zones.
Yeah, all the no-flies.
But you would have hiked your ass down and fucking found it.
God, dude, that really sucked. So, anyways, we did that. Then we went down to Oceanside. Now, this is where my reintegration into like normal adult behavior sort of set in. Okay. So this is my recovery first and foremost has never ever been about what other people are doing.
Right.
Had it ever been what other people were doing, I would have been fucked so fast. Right. So that's number one. Number two, it's my recovery also revolves around the fact that I wake up almost every single day, assess, say, do I love my life? What am I willing to do? And what am I willing to throw away for drugs? Just drugs in general. And it is always, I'm not willing to throw away anything, right? Now, I was in a particular recovery 12-step program that specifically talked about the disease of addiction. So we know all the programs out there. There's one that is specific to the disease of addiction, and I'm not going to speak on what program that is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Now, I haven't been active in that community in over a year and a half. And because of some personal things that actually I'm not going to go into because it really doesn't matter. What does matter is I go to Oceanside and at about 6 p.m. Emo Tina, which emo is aunt in Korean. Their Emo Tina lives in Oceanside. And she said, hey, I would like to take the kids for like, I don't know, till like 10 o'clock tonight. Is that cool? And I said,
Emotina.
that'll be fine.
That'll be just fine.
That'll be just fine. And so 6 o'clock,
That's fucking huge, bro.
Emo Tina comes, picks the kids up, and your boy had nothing going on in Oceanside.
Just by yourself.
Bro, our fucking hotel was, there's the ocean. We weren't like, you know, across the street from the ocean. It was, here's our room, there's the ocean. Open the thing, hi, there's the ocean.
Nice,
Was it
dude.
Oceanside?
It was in Oceans. We were Oceanside at Oceanside. In Oceanside. Okay, so here's how it all plays out, right? Mm-hmm. I shower. What else did I do?
Beat off.
Of course.
100%.
Bro, hardcore.
Yeah.
So good. It
Get that out of the brain so you can have a level head. What am I going to do with my free time
Right.
in Oceanside while Oceanside by myself?
right?
Fucking, that's huge,
And
bro.
chicks don't
You've
understand.
actually never done that before.
Never. So what chicks need to understand is that says the man's needs to ejaculate to fucking be okay.
Right. To have
We got-
normal interaction.
We got to get it out so we don't I fuck every single thing.
It's like something about Mary.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Totally. Okay.
You got the baby batter on the brain.
Yeah. So I got it out.
Got it out.
And it was a good one too.
You're like,
Bro, I was like this in the shower, bro.
you're like in position.
Dude, I was like this, dude. Just like fucking one knee. Just
Nice.
like, ah!
Big shower.
Big enough.
Yeah.
Big enough for me. Dude, big load. I shot a big load and instantly it hits the water, turns into fucking
Rubber.
which is so
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm trying to wipe it down the shower. 'Cause
No.
I don't want my kids standing in it. You
No,
know,
no.
that's rude.
Yeah, that's so rude.
I didn't want Ella to be like, there's something sticky in there.
Etiquette.
Yeah. So
Slip.
So I'm washing it down and it just fucking
Yeah.
got everywhere. Anyways.
Gack.
So Taylor, don't pretend like you don't fucking know.
Gag with the foam balls in it.
Yeah.
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 Floam.
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 But it's phloem that's been sitting out. Like it's starting to set up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I bagok and I get out of there. I fakok. And so I head into town. But also know this. There was no like I'm gonna
Predetermined intent.
Nothing.
Whatever. Yeah.
I was like, let me just because I don't
You're
really
like, I'm gonna go get some fucking dinner.
Bro, that
Chill
was-
out, see the people.
Dude, it was rustling and a bustling. It was people having a good time. Everybody's outside on the patio, but like with heat warmers or with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the little warming things. What are those?
Yeah, just, you know,
What are those
heaters.
things? Heaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really all I needed. That's the word I wanted. So that was all happening. There was a dude fucking ripping.
Nice.
Dude, a ripping. Bro, this guy he's better than any professional.
Anyone ever.
And he's just doing covers. But he's not just like really good.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was straight ripping. Dude, just ripping. Okay, so that's happening. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck, dude.
Just the whole setting and the vibes were coming into play, and you were like, "This is perfect."
There was so many legs.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah,
So many legs. A lot of good fucking.
it wasn't too cold though.
Nah, dude.
Heat
There's
warmers.
heat warmers out there. Hey, there's a lot of good fucking penis bulges out there. I ain't
Right,
gonna lie.
you were watching it all.
I was looking at it all, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that guy's got a great dick. And then I was like, oh, she's got great legs and calves and knees. Okay, so I'm like, she's got great knees. She's shaving the knees. Chicks got to shave their knees.
Really?
Sometimes chicks don't fucking shave their knees, and I go, why'd you neglect?
You
the
left
knees?
the knees.
Why'd you neglect the knees?
knee hair?
Nair.
Wears shorts. Right?
That's right.
Isn't that right? Okay.
That's right. She wears short shorts. I wear short shorts. So that's all happening, right? I finally select a restaurant, which, by the way, right after I got in, I got the one table that was left. Right after I got in, line long line. So I just got in.
But you were single. They could
Just
squeeze
got
you
me
in real
got me
quick.
in, right?
What kind of restaurant?
It was like a modern Mexican bistro, but they serve steak. But they serve steak with like they called it a risotto.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was just
It was
arroz.
It was it was like a crispy couscous. It was like a crispy couscous.
So it was fried rice.
It was something not risotto, and I wasn't gonna say shit. The waiter's always like, the chef bugs it. I was like, the chef doesn't know dick if he's calling this risotto. So anyways, it was good though.
Yeah.
Great flavor. It was actually whatever it was delicious. So I got a fucking ribeye, some risotto, some grilled veggie. Oh, and potato croquettes.
Well, yeah, naturally. I mean, you're like, I'm treating myself.
In a garlic aioli. Okay. With lots of lemon. Thank you, baby. You know what's up. If you don't put too much, if there's no lemon in there to cut the richness, it just tastes like mayonnaise, and I need that on a sandwich. I don't want that as my sauce. Anywho's, so things are happening, right? I order a Coke because like that's who I am, you know. So I order a Coke. All the tables around me were laughing, and every single one of them, every single person had a glass of red wine.
And that's your like kryptonite.
That's my kryptonite.
Yeah.
Everyone was everyone.
Yeah.
There was 6 tables outside. There were 3 girls at this table, all red wine. There were 4 girls at that table. Okay, 4 guys of red wine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
2 here. 2 guys red wine. Okay, 2.
If this is all true, like what you're saying.
Okay, so all these glasses of red wine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sitting. Meal comes. I took a bite of the steak, and I was like,
You know what would accompany this perfectly?
I go, you know what would be really good? A little glass of red wine.
Yeah.
And so my heart started pounding, right? Even
Scared.
thinking about it. Little sidebar, your boy lost his ID. Got to the hotel in Oceanside. We stayed with family in Lompoc. Then I got a fucking dope ass hotel in Oceanside. When they checked me in, they're like, okay, I'll have your credit card and your ID. I was like, no problem. Fucking no ID.
Oh, shit.
And she was like, doesn't that feel bad? And I was like, yeah. Hold on a second. I just look at Charlie and I was like, hey, bud. I go, where's my ID, bro? I need my ID. Because if anything's ever gone,
You look at him.
I look at
for
him.
Sure, yeah.
Dude, one time I was so late and my keys were missing. I always put my keys in the same place. Charlie was sleeping. It was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I go wake him up and I go, excuse me, sir. I go, do you know where my keys are? I am late for work.
He's like laying on him.
Bro, he doesn't even say anything. He just gets up, eyes half asleep, goes into the living room where we don't hang out very often, goes behind the couch, gets my keys, and goes, sorry, I put him there. And I was like,
That's
what?
huge, dude. That's
It was huge, but I was 20 minutes late, frantically everywhere looking.
And you're just like, go back to bed.
And I just went,
Go to sleep or I will
back to
put you to sleep.
So I looked at Charlie.
Yeah, Cash did that to me. He threw my wallet in the garbage can. Bottom of the bag, coffee grounds, banana peels, shrimp shells.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
I get it.
Just past the package of fucking salmonella that had
Yeah,
the chicken in it. It's
for
the
sure.
best.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, man. I gotta go. I'm not feeling very good.
Go.
Yeah, dude.
Push stop, the stop,
Okay.
record button, hold that little power button down, and then shut the camera off. I'll pick it up in the morning.
Okay, bud. All right. Get out of here, man.
Better, brother.
Love you guys.
Love you
Love
too.
you, dude.
So, real quick, Taylor Olette is a little under the weather
We though.
and a little
Push
wobble.
stop on the computer. Too.
Okay, I'll just hit stop on everything. He's a little under the wobble.
Get home safe, brother.
little wappa with. Dude, this is our first. We've never done. Oh yes, we have one time where it was just me and you in the garage.
Yeah,
just me and you. Nobody there.
A lot of firsts tonight.
That was episode 1.
Yeah.
We haven't done that since episode 1.
I'm like full circle.
On episode 50, dude, we can go for 3 hours. We don't
could.
have Taylor staring at us, making us feel like we're not doing good.
What time are we at? Where are? Well, I don't know what time it is.
He always says, "You're got enough," even if we're not at an hour and a half yet.
Right.
He always says we have enough.
No, you got enough.
Okay, so Taylor, we love
right.
you. We love you, and he's already gone, but we wish you the best. And you know what it is? Do you know why he's not feeling under the weather?
No.
He got COVID shot 1.
Oh.
He got the first shot, and apparently it didn't sit well with him.
Oh.
Do you want to?
That's better.
Yeah. Do you want to go get the bottle of whiskey and
just bring it over?
Yeah, just set it here.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I'm gonna.
Okay, go get it.
I'm gonna. Just says that. I'm gonna.
She says that.
So now I say it.
Oh yes.
Gonna.
So it looks like we're gonna just do one angle, just the one angle.
Hey, we're
That's-
sitting here.
That's good enough, right?
F50. We're by ourselves.
Yeah,
We're drinking meringue pies.
Yeah, dude.
It's fine. It's fine and dandy.
Okay, so here's where we're at.
So you're at dinner.
Yeah, I'm at dinner.
You're like, wine would go great with this bite of fucking ribeye and risotto
Yeah, bullshit.
and your croquis,
Yeah, the croquettes.
which were so good.
So good. And guess what the fucking roasted vegetables were? I was very happy.
Aspies,
Nay.
carrots.
Nay.
Okay, well, let me guess it.
Do you want to?
I kind of.
Okay.
Am I gonna?
There's one that you're not. This is the one.
Zucchini.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
No, that's not the one, but I just love that the next one you guessed was correct. Yeah, it was zucchines.
Nice.
Zucchines.
Was it a zucchini and yellow squash medley?
Bro, no.
Okay, because that's a good
That's
time.
that's a good time. That's tradish. Did you
That's
know?
like ratatouille.
Yeah.
Is that in ratatouille?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just a couple of things.
That's
in
it. Yeah, there's
ratatouille.
several things in the ratatouille. Yeah.
I can't.
Let me just give it to you.
Yeah.
Button mushies.
Okay. I wasn't gonna get it.
And this is the one, because you might
You
have
had said fungi.
you'd have gotten it.
Yeah, for sure. There's only a few things.
If I would have said mushrooms, you would have
And a
gotten
side
it.
of fungus. Did you get what they guess what they were?
You might have said truffles.
Doubt it.
Okay. So
So button mushies and broccolis.
nods.
Okay.
Nod, dude. Guess what? What the fuck was that? Oh, is that Taylor talking? Is Taylor still here?
No.
Ben? Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You okay? You okay, Jim Carrey? Sorry. Acorn squash.
Oh, nice.
Doggy. So what they did was, if you get an acorn squash, I'm cutting it lengthwise. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Not down the equator.
The bulbous.
I'm not
The
gonna
bulb.
go. I'm not gonna go down the equator.
No.
Because
no,
first
you're
of-
gonna go lengthwise, and then
Yeah.
you got your two bulbs, half
Yeah.
bulbs.
Yeah, they went down. What they did is just sliced it down the equators
That's a nightmare.
and then
right?
scraped out each individual disc and then roasted that. So I got a disc of it. So
Okay.
it was nice.
Yeah.
So it was a disc and then some of the stuff and then a couple of fungi.
Was that grilled or just sauteed with the fungies?
No, it was hard roasted.
Oh,
Hard roasted.
nice.
Deep caramel flavor.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I got a caramello pack last night for the old lady.
You know you did.
One had exploded.
Oh, so did you?
And so the caramel seeped down the whole bar, bro. It compromised. It caramelized the fucking whole pack, but it didn't stop us.
The hell no.
'cause
You
the
licked.
package wasn't broken.
Yo, you licked that package.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, we went for it.
Is there 4 per pack?
I think it's 5 buttons.
Is it 5 buttons? Now that was a miscalculation. They should have gone 6 or 4.
Oh,
You go.
well,
5 seems ridiculous.
yeah,
Are you
because
sure
if
it's
you're
5?
sharing it, no,
Can't.
it's not 4 though. 4's too short.
Way too.
Six
So
is-
6.
6 might be too long though.
Oh, too sweet.
No,
Too
just
rich. Oh, just too many.
I'm thinking of the pack.
Yeah.
4, 6, but this thing was about right.
All right. So you might be right.
Anyway,
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, a glass of red wine would do. I'm like,
do you serve justice?
would serve me justice.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I did the thing that I do every day. I look around and I go, where am I in my life? I don't just look around and go, okay, what am I willing to lose? What am I willing to, I go, I assess. I go, where am I? At what stage am I in my life? And at that moment, I had that epiphany where I was like, dude, I'm doing good. I was like, I feel very stable. I was like, I feel like I've been able to manage so many situations that on a normal, my normally would take me out. I've been able to overcome. I've been able to troubleshoot. I've been able to.
You've manned up.
I've fucking, in times where there have been times in like the last couple of years where I think I probably could have had a cocktail or two and been okay. But I was like, you know what? I didn't feel comfortable yet.
Yeah.
In that moment, I felt comfortable. I was like, dude, my recovery isn't for anybody else.
Right.
It's not for, it is for me. Without my recovery, I would be dead. I would be dead or in prison. No question about it. But I'm in a different place. I've done a lot of learning and I've grown a lot. And without going too deep into that, because I don't want this whole episode to just be about that. But
you have a lot more accountability.
Yes, and
that you've made good on.
Yes. Okay. Let me just address the camera and address all of the listeners. If you are in recovery and I had anything to do with it, if my journey has
inspired,
given you any inspiration, you must understand that what I do has literally nothing to do with what you do. And if you're looking at my situation and go, well, if Richard can do it, then I can do it. You're already in a really, really slippery slope kind of spot. If you're basing your recovery on me, then you're walking a slippery slope. If you're basing it on other people, and because I know that some people that had less time than me, looked up to me in my recovery and what I've been able to accomplish.
They came to you for stuff.
Yeah. Which by the way, I can still provide. Right. It's not like that knowledge is gone.
Right.
I'm just in a different spot in my life right now. I may stop drinking again. I don't fucking know. Right now, I feel comfortable being able to sit down and have a couple of fucking adult beverages with my. I'm not driving anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? I assessed all that night.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, my kids aren't here. I'm walking home.
Yeah.
I had 2 glasses of wine. Do you know what I mean? So it was like I wasn't fucking annihilated.
Right.
Like,
you didn't go straight to looking for a bag.
No. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Like you got it. You enjoyed it for the reason you got it.
Exactly.
Right. You were able to kind of...
so that happened. Then I came home and we were having a birthday party for my dad and my brother Ben. I told my entire family, I said, hey, look, I want you to know, because the next night, Tina took him again. Your boy went to dinner again.
Shit.
Yes, dude.
That's fucking huge.
It was huge because they didn't want to fucking hang out with me at night anyways.
You know what? You fucking got a vacation too.
Dude, I did.
And even if it's for a night or two.
I did.
That's giant.
No, I got it.
With 3 kids, that's giant.
Yeah. And the day, like the full day that we spent there, bro, we were down at the beach for 8 hours and they were on their best behavior. They were just enjoying the water.
Having a good time.
Your boy didn't bring a chair down, right? So I just made a chair out of sand. I had shovels and I carved a fucking
lazy boy.
A lazy boy. And I brought down a blanket. So because I knew I was going to make a chair.
Yeah.
So I set down a blanket.
Yes.
And I had towels. but the blanket was specifically for my lazy boy sand chair.
For sure.
And broski,
You just got to sit there, watch your kids have the time of their life, and
it was beautiful. And
Yeah.
then that night, I went to dinner again. No kids. Had a couple of pork medallions just cooked beautifully, stacked. Other things, 2 glasses of red wine, and it was glorious. It's glorious. And
it tastes so good.
So good. That was the best initiation back into like I'm like, okay, can I handle doing an adult beverage or two? And I was like, let me have red wine because that's my bag, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
Cabernet Sauvignon. And I had some Cabernet Sauvignon. And let me tell you, restaurant number 2 had better Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was more expensive, but their house cab was fucking. You know how I don't know what it is about wine that sometimes I'm like, yes, I like this better. It's like not as harsh or something. Like there's like a creaminess to it. It like just, and it was, anyways. So I came home. We were having a birthday party, and one thing I knew I did not want to do was like not tell people.
Right.
I was
Full
like,
disclosure, because you wanted.
I was like,
Right.
I go, if I don't tell, if I don't share this, then what I will be doing is admitting to myself that I think what I did was wrong.
Right.
And
You had something to hide.
And I didn't feel that way.
Right. Which is great.
I felt and still feel like I'm in a place where I can manage this, where I can be like other people. And I know,
Right.
and listen, if you're watching or listening to this podcast and you are in recovery, I know that everything that I'm saying to you are all the buzzwords where they go, oh yeah, and this is one of the main reasons I stopped going to 12-step recovery anyways.
Right.
Is without going too deep into that, is I just started to not connect with certain aspects of it that seemed a little over the top to me. And I was like, and if I buy into this right now, I believe that my recovery is in jeopardy because I'm going to have lots of resentments for all these fucking people that I think they think they're better than you and make it very clear. Okay. Enough bad talking about
That's all.
But if this sounds like that to you, I appreciate your concern. And I'm more than happy to talk with you. If you want to message me privately or if you're worried about me, I'm more than willing to have those conversations. And I will just simply say the things that I'm saying right now. And to be TBD down the lane.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you want to be able to function on a normal level and be able to have wine with dinner and
have a cocktail.
Scotch with your boy
during the podcast.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Of course.
So I came home, told everybody. Everybody was very, first of all, appreciative that I was just
transparent.
A little bit of concern, I believe, was bustling through the crowd for a moment or two. And some people may have been more concerned than they let on, but they certainly didn't make me feel bad. And went inside and said, hey, what are we having to drink?
And that was it.
And Artyom, my brother-in-law, I've never drank with him before. He's always making cocktails for the family.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Artyom. I was like, fucking do it, bro. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, bro, make me whatever. And he made me some sort of cranberry vodka fucking citrusy thing. It was delicious.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks, bro. And so I had one of those and one glass of wine and your boy was good.
And that's it.
Went to bed, fucking woke up this morning, felt chipper early, 6:30.
Did you have weird dreams?
No, dude. I was sober by the time I fell asleep.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there has been many moments in my life where I've been dragged by my fucking nutsack out of a bar.
Yeah, for sure.
Naked, no pants.
Yeah.
And my little teeny dick just hanging out. And then I find out the next day that people saw my teeny dick. I'm like, you need to see it hard. I go, it doesn't look right.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
God damn it looks like a peanut. It doesn't look good. God, dude, when I found out that fucking, I won't say her name, I peed in Graham Ford's bedroom.
Yeah.
And then fell asleep with my pants down. And then a female came in to like pull up my pants. I was fucking mortified.
There's a handful of our buddies that have done shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered, like, Wow.
It's brutal.
Just peeing.
Gordon.
To the point where you're just peeing in like drawers and whatever.
Gordon loves it.
He loves it. He
Gordon
loves doing it.
Gordon loves pulling his ball bag out and just beat red, acting like he's gonna shit on the ground, and then you see his balls are hanging down below his butt,
Right, yeah,
and they're
sure.
bright red and they're big,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old
balls,
big old ball baggage. Gordon.
So 30 minutes in, and I think I'm done talking about that
salud, brother.
Cheers, I love you.
I love you.
Fucking 50 eps, dude. 50
Awesome.
50 episodes. What's your boy's name?
Jason.
Moobery. Dude, Moobery. Oh, yeah. I fucked up. I apologize. I bad memory. Jason Moobery, bro, you've been on this journey with us like hardcore lately. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for the support, my brother, man.
Yeah, we had a good time this weekend. And actually,
what'd y'all
Hobby was like,
Hobby Boo Boo?
yeah, he was like, Ellie's out of town. I might want to come by on Monday. And I was like, dude, you could do it. And then I just never heard from him.
Do it.
So it's just like, yeah, it's just me and Richard. We're just chilling.
Yeah, you know where we live. Or where I live.
Yeah, you know. But no, it was a good time.
Okay,
good time with those cats.
So I think this is a very perfect segue into, we received an email. Can you believe it?
Shut up.
We haven't had an email in like long time.
Yeah, dude.
Which the email is dickandbonnies @gmail.com. That spells Dick and Boonies @gmail.com.
I do.
If you would like to send us an email for any fucking reason, do it. I read them and then I share them with Cam at some point. Could be 2 months later. But nobody has been sending them. But we got one, and it's a rando. And I'm wondering if you remember this person, because I, for some reason, just can't. But this is going to be perfect for the 50th episode.
Let's not be serialist.
Let's not be
serialist.
The email is titled as such.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. You're okay with it?
I'm good with it.
All right. You get me.
I just said serialist.
Yeah.
So you're good.
It's titled Yo. Already
Attention grabbing.
Already good.
Yeah.
And I'm stoked because
comfortable already.
Because we haven't received an email other than when we put out the call to arms for people to, what was that, sweepstakes?
yeah, the with the boozy thing.
No, to get a guest on the show.
Oh yeah.
So we got 3 emails for that. But other than that, we haven't had emails in like 3 months. So yo, from Mr. Ota. Mr. Ota. Is this ringing a bell yet?
Spell Ota.
OTA.
No.
Me either.
No.
You ready?
Yeah. Ota.
Little nicotine. I'm a fiend for nicotine. And he goes, I found your podcast randomly, clicking around on Facebook, which I'm rarely on. And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember that guy, Richard. I was a few years younger than you. Anyways, I listened to it a bunch at work because in Portland, it just kind of gives me that Phoenix nostalgia vibe.
Perfect.
Which is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hitting
perfect.
That's hitting all the marks.
Nailed it.
Right? Because we're a niche right now.
Yeah.
We ain't statewide. We ain't nationwide. We sure
Scar-sketch.
We're in Saskatch. Other than Saskatch. And by the way, it's not Scar-sketch.
I know it's not. But
you know that?
Yeah, I've known it the whole time. But we gotta keep it going.
You know in Bloodsport where fucking dude, do you know where Jean-Claude Van Damme goes?
You just and lets it just
Go for a
you just Van Dammed it.
I Van Dammed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scar-sketch is
But it's
going
to be Scar-sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Sketch is sketch.
I'm trying to think of someone with the last name of Ota.
I looked it up on Facebook and I looked it up on Instagram. Not there because I wanted to, it was a Asian guy. And maybe this guy's Asian. He looks Mexican. I don't know.
OTA.
There's a little tiny picture of him. Very, very tiny. I was like, I can't dial that in.
Can't you fucking
Click it, bro. No. You can't view his prof. No.
I need my monocle. I could
Yeah.
see.
You got one in your pocket?
I forgot it.
Next to your pocket watch?
I forgot that too.
Cam's a pocket watch guy.
I
Y'all.
got a few. Okay.
You know what? That face looks familiar to me. Oh, shit. It looks familiar to me. Hey, John Ota, Mr. Ota, bro, send another email. We're going to do all of this. We're going to read this. And we're
Yeah,
going to.
how do we know each other? I'd like to know.
He kind of goes through it. So here we go.
Gone.
So just throwing this out there, y'all should do an episode about growing up during the turn of the century in Arcadia. Late 90s, early 2000s, kid shit. I love it.
I do too.
Talk about ANLC, which you can't, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I can say some things. You know what I'm saying? Talk about ANLC, Bonnie York, the old music teacher there. Do not let me forget to tell a little story about her.
Okay.
Fuck. Mrs. Chambers, Mrs. G's, shenanigans on the canal. Don't let me forget. I have a shenanigans on the canal story. Yes.
Catfish.
Yes. Okay. Don't let me forget.
I won't.
We're gonna tell that.
I already know.
Okay. I love how you. Okay, it's good.
For sure.
Okay, so we're gonna tell that one. Just fun stories from Arcadia. Goofy teachers at Arcadia High School too. John Bresnahan, the Arcadia security guard. Remember him? Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually
Sure do.
doing an impression of him 2 days ago.
We know. We sure do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how much we do in a little bit. Such a fuzzy buzzy. He goes, such a fucking buzzkill, LOL. He's talking about.
Right.
He goes, Mr. Maxwell, whoever you want. Do you know Mr. Maxwell?
Yeah, the music teacher at Arcadia.
Okay, so I don't.
You didn't take music.
I didn't take any
classes there.
music, so I don't know. You'll have to share if you know. Whoever you want. He's just throwing shit out there. Whoever you want, which I respect, and thank you for just saying that. Just share your experience. The end of the Clinton 90s into the Bush millennium was such a free and weird time as a teenager.
It was the best.
It was like everything was kind of cruising along and chill, then boom, 9/11, Iraq, war, etc. We were the last generation without screens everywhere before MySpace. Anyways, keep it up, gang. And
Dude.
he must listen to This Past Weekend with Theo Von, because Theo Von's like sign off is gang gang.
Oh yeah.
And he also says like gang, man. Like he'll read something and be like gang. And he said gang, and I've never heard of that before until Theo Von. So I'm assuming if you're a podcast listener, must be listening. So John Ota, thank you for your email. I believe that on the 50th episode, based on the fact that this podcast was specifically came into fresh,
Yeah.
because you and I just wanted to bullshit.
Yeah, for the reason of just bullshitting and getting together once a week, which hadn't happened in
Years.
Yeah.
Years and years. And
since we played music together.
exactly. And those first episodes were strictly about exactly what he's talking about.
100%.
And I think he really enjoyed that. And he's probably getting into it now. And I don't know if he goes from episode to episode. Me, I can't do that. I got to start from the beginning and I got to go all the way through.
Yeah.
But
And if he took the time and listened to all of them, he would hear the few and far between little plugs of the shit he's asking about right now.
totally. I've had several people reach out, and they pretty much, anyone who's really listening regularly is probably an Arcadia, Phoenix, Scottsdale native.
Right.
So when we
Majority
talk,
of the people
so
are,
when
yeah.
we talk about those things, I can understand why that would feel good to hear
a lot
about
of
stuff
people
like
can
that.
relate to it.
So-
and know what we're talking about.
So I thought that would be good to sort of get back to our roots and sort of share some of the things that. So what, in your opinion, do you think, if you think about like the late 90s going into like 2000s, just like the way that you felt, and I'm not interviewing you here.
No, I know you're not. No, I'm excited to talk about it.
Tell me about Mr. Maxwell. Did you have him?
I did. I took guitar and actually
Should I get a couple of balls?
Eric Weir or
Eric Weir?
Gustafson.
Oh, Eric Guff.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, let me go get a couple of balls.
Go get some balls, bitch. Richard's going to get some ice balls for our Glen meringue pie.
Dude, is this dead air?
No dead air. I can. Oh man!
Fucking.
You didn't have to go into the bat cave for him. You thought ahead,
Bro, I brought a couple extra. Threw in the freezer. Dude, you know I knew. Real quick though, just before I forget, and I think this is before you talk about Mr. Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know what? Taylor's not even going to hear this because he doesn't listen deep into the episodes.
Okay.
So one thing about John Bresnahan that I want to say, I want to tell the story. So Taylor Ouellette, who is our producer, and our original drummer, Brandon, they may or may not have...
It's all hearsay.
It's all hearsay.
Stolen.
Stole some equipment from Arcadia, right? And so...
The rumor is.
That's the rumor, right? So... At that,
You were about to go into a story with
John with John Brendan. Okay, but so what people need to understand is that without sounding like an asshole, we were popular because we were in a band.
For sure.
Not that we were cool people, not that we were fun to hang out with or sexy or anything. We were in a band and we happened to be one of the only bands in the school. So just by being in a band, we were popular, meaning that everyone knew who we were. Correct?
Yeah, we were because we were making ourselves heard all the time.
We played music on campus.
Yeah, numerous.
We sold a lot of tickets for the jar. Fucking sell that bitch out, dude. Slanging ticks at lunch, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So
I know. I'm pretty sure you can't do that shit now. Well, you wouldn't because it's just like go to my fucking buy now.
That's not how you would promote anyways. Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like paper, the trunk.
Yeah, and a rubber band to wrap all the tickets up.
Like the envelope and like really keeping track
with
of
money.
What the fuck? Yeah. Just fucking
such an analog way of doing it.
For sure, dude.
So yeah, I mean that's how old we are now.
But we were responsible with it.
We did, yeah, because it was our money.
Because we had to tell the guy.
Yeah, we had to pay a guy.
We had to make good.
So everybody knew. So everyone knew who we were. So because Taylor and Brandon were being accused of doing this crime at school, first period. So they were arrested on campus, unbeknownst to me, Officer Joe. Which I have a couple of stories about Officer Joe too. Good God.
Everyone does.
So when they were, my question to you is, when they were arrested, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you see it happening?
I knew the whole thing.
Oh,
in real time.
Right. So I was a bit of in the
you were kind of fresh into the like it was probationary.
No, but you
you were new into the deal.
Yeah, but I didn't. You guys didn't share any of that with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys kept that.
We kept your baby ears, baby.
Yeah.
We didn't want to know the fucking hard life, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't want to expose you to that hard shit.
Like I just was able to have Pepsis. I was just in the Pepsi club.
Yeah, we had to.
You weren't giving me all the juice.
No, bird feeder, baby.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know why you didn't know.
I didn't.
It's because you were playing baseball and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Know?
So you knew.
You're playing sports.
Did you see him get arrested?
No.
But you knew they were gonna get arrested that day?
No, I didn't know they were going to. I didn't know they were going to. I didn't know they were going to.
So
it was just like, this happened.
Okay.
Like,
so you knew.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So first period, I had weightlifting. So the way the weightlifting always worked was you do a lap around the track before you go into weightlifting class.
Warm up.
You gotta get that blood pumping, and then
Loosen up the muscles.
Fucking Nick Pitha. I had weightlifting with him. He'd always be like, "Let's fucking go, bro."
Yeah.
And be like, "Take your shirt off," and I'd be like, "No," and he's like 3 times the size of me, and be like, ah, and I'd be like, "Dude, let me just get a fucking 15er. You know, let me get a let me just
Not even a gram, like a 15er.
Come on."
Yeah, totally.
He'd always be doing like 40-pound dumbbell curls.
No, him and Bennett were animals.
And Kasky.
And well,
but he was
Kasky too, but not as much.
He wasn't as.
He was a skinny dude.
He was a skinnier guy. He wasn't as strong.
Pitha and Bennett were like muscular as fuck.
Yes, but what I mean was the mentality.
Yeah.
Like Alex had that mentality for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Football, lift weights, fuck chicks, drink beer.
Right. Banana Republic shirts.
Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Puka shells.
100%. Puka shell necklace for
Frosted
days.
tip.
Frosty tips.
And rainbows.
And rainbows. I know, dude.
What are you wearing, Rainbow?
No,
Those
these
are
some
Nike,
fucking,
dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
These were a gift.
So I'm running the track.
Right.
This is my John Bresnahan story.
Okay.
And I have another one actually, but we'll hold off on that. The other
endless.
one, the other one that I have is recent.
Oh boy.
I know who he's fucking.
That's wild.
Isn't that
It's not
weird?
Ronnie?
Huh?
Ronnie?
No, it ain't Ronnie,
I
dude.
know. We just always gave him shit about that.
Ronnie's gotta be dead, right?
No.
She's alive.
Pirouettes out in the parking lot. I'm pretty sure
She still
to the
works?
just sunflower seeds and fucking
Liar.
coffee. I think so, dude.
Liar.
I'm not lying. I just think so.
Oh, you just believe it in your
I
heart.
feel like it wasn't long ago where I was like, go to fucking hell. Like driving by.
Ronnie.
Like, shit.
Wow. I definitely thought she was died of a meth overdose.
Look the same.
Anyways,
Pickled, bro.
Pickled. You can smell her from a while away.
There's something to be said about like ditching and like as long as you come back with sunflower seeds, like you're golden.
Or a bag of meth.
Yeah, or that.
If you're a real cool kid, you give her a bag of meth. So, John,
You're running the track.
so I'm running the track and I can hear coming up behind me. John
Golf cart.
is always in the golf cart, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, so in baseball, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know why you would, but in baseball, my name is Richie. It is the only place other than my nephews now call me Uncle Richie.
And Doug Gorley calls you Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the only community that calls me Richie
Is the Arcadia freshman baseball community.
baseball in general. Even when I was a young kid, they called me Richie.
Okay.
And I just went with it. I wasn't stoked
Yeah,
on
why
it.
not? Yeah, but that's not good.
Fine.
Richie's fine.
I have a lot of nicknames, but Richard gets a lot of nicknames. Anyways,
Yeah.
so he here, bzzz, and I'm running the track, just running the track. And I look behind, and John's, got, he always has like a leg kind of out. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
John
yeah.
always had a leg out, right? So he's cruising the thing up.
Yeah, his left knee was always Tanner.
Yeah.
He's right, for sure. Just like cruising around. Just like reeking of suntan lotion or whatever. Yeah, dude.
He had, his skin was like fruit leather.
Well, what is fruit leather?
You know fruit leather.
No.
You don't know fruit leather?
Nah.
Doggy.
What's
I think what's fruit leather?
What? Yeah.
Fruit leather is everything that you are thinking is correct.
Okay, so an apple peel or like an orange rind.
It's fruit juice
Oh.
concentrated down and then it's put through like a dehydrator.
Oh, like a fruit roll up for the healthy people.
Fruit leather.
Okay.
His skin
Those
texture.
are such bullshit.
Dude, they're disgusting.
Apricot fruit leather.
Get out of here.
No thanks.
Give me a fruit by the foot or go fuck off. You know? Or just give me some fucking fresh
Just
fruit.
a fruit roll up or fruit.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
take.
try to fucking
Don't fruit leather me. But this is the texture of
give
his
me a
skin.
fruit by the foot or fuck off. Totally, dude. Yeah, those bullshit, and it's always in the
Yes.
cellophane that you had to like.
Yes, like a craft
And you
single.
smell it.
It's
It's
like
like, dude, I could literally put this in my shoe and it would be good to go for a soul for a while.
dude, it was a
Worst invention ever.
It was a shoe insert.
Dick move.
It was a shoe insert.
Yeah, it was a Scholl's.
If you have a fucking flat foot, you could just stack up a couple of fucking fruit leathies and get your.
Yeah, because there was millage on those
they were
things.
thick.
Dude, yeah, for
They
sure.
were so gross.
Worst.
So this is what John Bresnahan's skin looked like, especially on his left knee. Because he was always hanging out. He's always hanging out. So he's cruising up behind me. Yeah, he's cruising up behind me, and he goes, Richie. Or he goes, Richie. Oh, God, I'm fucking this up.
Kind of like Richie.
It's Richie.
Yeah.
He goes, get in. And I was like, oh shit.
Fuck. Yeah.
And I had been good boy. I had been good boying for a bit. He did catch me in a little weed scenario where I got in deep doo-doo.
Right.
But I had been good boying for quite a while. So I was
Right.
like, oh, what kind of trubs could I be in?
Well,
you
you're
know?
on his radar now.
So
Your picture's in his office in the
but he
boiler room.
but here it comes, dude. He loved me.
Right, you play baseball.
Right.
Play baseball.
He played baseball. He was like, Richie. Say it.
Richie.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay. So he goes, get in the cart. So I get in the cart. And what we say, 10:40?
Freshman year, this is 99.
No, so this wasn't freshman year.
Oh.
Was it freshman year?
Oh, I don't know. I'm asking. Oh, I'm just talking about homeboy Ota's.
But don't you remember when they got kicked out? Was it freshman year or sophomore year?
Yeah. Was it sophomore?
I don't remember. Probably freshman.
I think it was freshman.
Damn. So he did.
Anyway,
okay.
don't let me
That's okay.
get back on track.
So John
On the
Ota,
track.
so John goes, get in the cart. So we get in the cart and we just start, and he starts, he goes, tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. And I go, what? He goes, tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. And I look at him and I'm like, in my mind, I'm freaking out outwardly, but inside I'm like, he is crying. So little tears are coming down. Tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. Richie, don't tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. And I was like, no, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. And please, God, what is going on?
Are you crying?
I was crying. Tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. Tell me you didn't have anything to do with it. And he just goes, okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
And
Because you legit didn't know what the fuck he was talking
legit.
about. Yeah.
No, I was legit.
Yeah.
And he just lets me out of the cart.
And plus probably gave you a quarter of that lap.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
You went by Pitha, you're like, fuck you, Pitha.
Yeah. And I didn't know anything. And
That was the weirdest interaction.
Yeah. And I was like, well, and then I just had to go lift weights with Pitha, where Pitha basically drops his nuts on my forehead while I'm like trying to bench press, that kind of situation. Sure. Yeah. And I love him for it.
Yeah, for sure.
He was the most he was like the most guy.
Yeah.
Like if you needed like that kind of experience in your life, like I didn't necessarily need it, I don't think,
Right.
but I got it.
Yeah.
You know, when
He
anyone
gave it to everybody.
yeah, like I'll flick you in the fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull your nostril. I'll fucking give you a wet willy. Fucking talk shit. Like that kind of. So, anyways, so I didn't know what was going on, and then obviously down the road, like second period or something, they go, "Did you hear Brandon and Taylor fucking got arrested and they got taken out and blah blah blah?" And I was like, I had no clue.
Yeah.
So that's my John Bresnahan story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Association through stuck mode. That's why he asked you.
That was what. Yeah, that's how.
Because
That's
of
why
the band.
That's why I started the story with that, because it was like
He didn't ask me.
He didn't?
No.
See,
No one asked me.
that's kind of weird.
I wasn't playing sport. Well, freshman year I was, but sophomore year I wasn't. But
Were you a nose tackle?
no.
Live!
Well, I filled in 1 or 2 games for nose guard.
You know what's so funny
I was
about that?
right. What?
My brain only remembers nose guard or nose tackle.
Nose tackle.
Because I'm right. You filled in.
I did fill in a couple for Landry. Right before they came out, I was like, this is going to spark some.
What's up, Ryan Landry? Oh, we can't even
No, we can't.
We edited that. We edited it out.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Fuck it.
So, right tackle. That was my position.
Okay. But nose guard.
And you played football too for a second.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
You
baby.
had a pretty big moment.
I had a big moment. I had 2 big moments. One was I got
You caught the ball.
and I spiked it, but it was pass
It
interference.
was on the 30-yard line. You spiked it.
It was pass interference. So we got the downs. We got first down. And number 2, Tyler kicked me in the nuts. Full fucking full tilt.
These were your highlights.
Those are my 2 highlights. And I'm a fucking athlete.
Amazing.
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah.
athletic dude. I know how to I can fucking ball you up right now,
For
babe.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, fucking coach threw down the clipboard, and Richard decides he's gonna go clean it up. Like, oh, the coach is upset. Let me just go, like get some extra points and clean the clipboard. As I'm picking it up, Tyler full just goes book. Fucking takes both my nuts
You're
and
just trying to be a good guy.
yeah.
And,
Tyler takes my nuts and throws them through my butthole up into my
Oh,
throat.
Jesus Christ.
Asshole. Downdraft Sir, that was also a big moment for me. Do you remember this?
No.
Yeah.
What's Downdraft Sir?
So freshman year, learned about downdrafts in, I don't remember what class, went to football practice, and I fell down, and the coach was like, "What the fuck, Richard?" And I just said, "Downdraft, sir," and stood right up and I got a big standing ovation. Everyone was like, "Richard's the funniest guy ever." So I thought I was class clown.
Yeah.
And then I met Jeff King, and I was like, he's too smart.
Right.
He's got too many references.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And he had great spelling. He knew how to
Right.
spell.
Smart guy.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
So what was the fucking thing?
Just 99, 2000s,
Yes.
that whole thing. Because what were we listening to?
Maxwell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything about Mr.
Maxwell?
Do you have anything about Mr. Maxwell?
So me and Eric Gustafson,
Right.
I was a freshman. He was a senior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in that class. It was guitar. I'd already been going to Doug.
Man.
Yeah. So I took this class thinking like, I could probably just kind of fucking get a humanities and breezy easies.
I haven't heard humanities in a long time.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah. What is that? I don't think I got any of those.
Arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the love of humanity, do an art class.
And Eric was in the class too. And like,
Right.
Derek Hassler. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, dude. And
there's just
it was cool because I was young but had some street cred with those cats.
Because your brother.
You did too. And so we were just
bit.
in guitar class together. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And Mr. Maxwell was kind of like, all right, well, you guys fucking have been playing guitar. It's clearly.
Like, what are you doing here? You're like, I'm trying to get some humanities.
I need the cred, son.
Yeah, I need some.
God, I got you. But like, he's a Grammy nominated musician, Mr. Maxwell is. Look him up.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Richard.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Richard Maxwell?
Richie.
Richie.
It's Richie Maxwell. You have to spell it like that.
I'm doing a lot of those laughs tonight.
with the highs.
What's happening? That reminds me of
Scotch. Scotch. Here it goes down.
You've seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah, like 30 years ago.
Okay. Well, there's the lead dog, and then he's got a little friend. It was like, I think a basset hound with big ears.
What's the lead dog's name?
Ooh, I'm trying to think because that
Does it end
dog.
with an O?
Maybe.
Is it like...
Shit.
I don't know. It probably doesn't.
Because the sidekick dog says his name a lot, and I'm trying to hear him say it, but he laughs like that.
Scotch. Dude, oh, fuck. Today I was driving on the 17
Yeah.
and saw a little dog running along the 17. So I was heading south, and this dog was heading north, but on the southbound side, between the paint line of the HOA...
The HOA.
HOA lane.
HOA lane.
HOV lane. Okay. And the fucking barrier, concrete divider. So he's running in this,
What kind of dog?
a little chihuahua. So
Is-
I got all fucking weird about
Is
it.
this him? Can you do a bit of research?
No, that is not. Nope.
Look him up.
Okay. I will. I'll find him.
Today you saw this
Today, yeah.
on the 17.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I thought those dividers just went down into nothing. Oh no, some of them are
the concrete fucking divider.
street level. Yeah. So you think the dog's dead?
Nope.
Oh, live?
I know he's not.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Why?
Because
You just know.
I'm a glass half full guy.
Yeah, you are. You have the. This is him.
That's him.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I got nothing.
I just went to images.
I got nothing, dude. I don't know this guy
You
at
can't
all.
picture him.
Okay, but so he's Grammy
So
nominated.
anyway, yeah.
He didn't win though.
No.
So I mean that shows you
What?
he's bullshit.
I don't know, dude.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude, I didn't even know the Grammys were on last night.
I didn't either.
Yeah, saw it on the news.
I thought you were
this
gonna
morning.
say. I thought you were gonna say. I didn't know the Grammys would nominate a fucking high school teacher.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did he get nominated while you were in class with him, or this was like?
This was later. After
Oh.
I think after we graduated.
Oh, I thought it might have been a plaque on the wall kind of thing.
No. But he showed us a lot of like Lindsey Buckingham and like Fleetwood shit and
Okay.
like the fucking, and he's showing a bunch of kids who are in there to just get a credit. There maybe were a couple that wanted to actually fucking learn something.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Like Dan Mason or something.
For sure. Just like, I got to show up to Young Life with some fucking
Chords.
skills, baby.
I want to be able to play fucking Free Fallin'.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That was a big hit at Young Life.
Brown Eyed Girl.
And Free Fallin'.
Free Falling.
And
Yeah.
I'm free. It was every time, and I think I probably had my hands in a fucking moist
Down
crotch
some
at Young Life.
moist crotch.
Dude, Young Life
Right,
was
yeah.
the only thing Young Life was for me was to hang out with
Finding some pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V.
for
Lou
sure.
and G.
Yeah.
V.
Oh,
Lou
yeah?
and G. Yeah, I love V. Lou and G.
Yeah.
Was into her, dude. She had tits. Okay, go ahead.
For sure.
She had tits.
Yeah. That was. I went on a trip.
Yeah.
Same thing.
In a little rocket ship.
They almost got me though.
Have you seen that show
They
yet?
almost washed me.
Why?
I don't know. I let it.
Oh,
I let down my guard. They almost brainwashed me, bro. I almost joined up, bro.
You almost stayed up.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm a fucking rocker, dude.
They're like, yeah, Christian rock.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Dude, Ryan D-O-double-D,
Mm-hmm.
big Christ kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's my best friend.
100%.
One of my best.
Yeah.
And he's always been into the Lord.
Yeah.
And he kind of massaged a bit of the Lord into me too.
Sure.
And which is great. Like, you know what, the Lord
Well,
is
you're
cool.
open-minded to it.
Yes, and still, like, I'm still a very spiritual guy. I'm not into the guy up there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And DC Talk.
You've got your own.
DC Talk. Ryan roped me
yeah.
in with DC Talk. Do you
Gotcha.
remember them?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
if you don't know DC Talk, they were some pop boys of the Christian rock.
Right.
They were fucking ballers, dude. I bet they were fucking. You know what I mean?
Or were they? I don't know. I bet they weren't.
I bet they were.
You don't think they were practicing what they were preaching? You know, Creed was.
Credence. Creed definitely was. What about
You got any Creed? I got some Creedence.
fucking from
Norma Jean.
no, next one. Next one.
As I Lay Dying.
No, next one.
Unearthed. Or no. Under Oath.
Under Oath, yeah.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Dude, that show at Marquee for $60 was fucking unreal.
Unbelievable. That's the one. How many years? Is that when his scream was deeper too? It was, right? Because he had that scream
On the first album, and then that's when, yeah.
when he went the deep scream, everyone was like, fuck this guy. I was like, not true.
Not true.
Not true at all. This new scream, delectable.
They shredded.
Yeah, so Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah, so yeah, just did some, guitar things, and Eric and I did Orion, Metallica song for our final, and we were just like,
Aced. You did that, I took badminton.
yeah.
Yeah. Was that
Were you, you were playing badminton.
yeah.
I was playing Orion on guitar.
Right.
What's cooler? Badminton.
I'm thinking badminton. Although, because of that relationship you developed with Eric, you did get a JCM 900 that you still have.
I do.
Do you think that's
I
what
did, and I do.
right? Because I don't know if he would have sold that to you unless you would have had a guitar class with him.
I don't know either.
Do you think he's a better guitar player than you?
Yeah. I do. For sure.
You're wrong.
I don't know, man.
I think you're wrong.
Now? I don't know, because I haven't seen him in fucking decades.
What is
What
he doing?
happened to him?
Ben!
Dude, I was like, don't Ben and Eric have the same birthday? And I was talking to Gorley.
They do, right?
Yeah. I was talking to Gorley. He's like, missing Eric? Yeah, they do. And I'm like,
is that what he said?
Yeah. It's like,
Eric did used to listen to the podcast. So it's very funny. Our podcast has gone from 0 listeners to
60.
No.
Oh.
About episode 30, we were in our prime. I don't know how. I don't know why. We're getting 150, sometimes 300, right? And then now we're on a little bit of a downturn.
We peaked in our 30s, and now that we're 50, our shit's just
Whack. Because I know Eric was listening.
Dried out.
He's not listening. They don't listen anymore. Wow.
sorry, Alex.
Sorry about that, Alex. I wonder if she's going to listen to this episode. She's our biggest listener. Shout out, Alex. Hopefully you're giving Taylor a little abdominal.
Pepto-Bismol. Abdominal.
I wanted just to say abdominum. I mean,
That's all
abdomen.
you wanted to say?
I wanted to say
All I wanted to say was abdominum.
abdomen.
Hopefully you're giving him some abdomen relief.
Just like a massage.
Massage.
Yeah, he's seen.
How do you massage a upset stomach?
Poop.
Pink bismuth.
Pink piss.
That's what it's called. I don't know.
So Mrs. York.
Mrs. York? Oh, at anal?
Yeah, at Anal
Okay.
C, Mrs. York was the music teacher, and it's a quick story. She just, and I was thinking about it recently, and I actually might have shared this on the podcast. I don't remember if I have, but I was 7th grade, so that makes me 12.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're a youngin.
So I'm trying to think if this is appropriate conversation. Although it wasn't crazy, I'm still just analyzing the fact that 12 doesn't seem that long ago to me, honestly. Like I can still picture myself in 12-year-old brain. Do you know what I mean? Because like at 25, my brain has not changed at all as far as like who I am
Right.
as a human being, for sure. No different.
Right.
I look different. That's it. But the brain is relatively the same.
There's a couple things.
A couple things.
Yeah.
I've grown.
You've chilled out.
Chilled out a bit.
Yeah,
Chilled out a bit.
for sure.
I wonder how this podcast would have gone if we were 21.
Oh,
Would have been weird.
we would have thousands of
Subscribees.
for sure.
But why?
I don't know. I just feel like Maybe we were more dialed in then.
Yeah, and we were also really hitting it hard in the music industry at the time.
Yeah,
So
we were heavy hitters.
all the good podcasts, dude, all the ones that are popular, they're famous for other shit.
Yeah.
And then they have a podcast, and then of course it does
Here's
well.
the other thing. Like when we were in our 20s, we didn't give a shit about anything else.
Not a thing.
There was nothing else to focus our attention on.
So if somebody
except for partying and having fun and whatever, doing just music and
It was
goofing
music-
off
it was
and doing funny shit.
it was music, vaginal canals, and blunts.
Yeah,
That was it.
like 10, 12-hour days of that stuff. So like that's why our shit would have just been brilliant.
So if somebody was like, "Hey, you guys should start a podcast," this is like, we would have just said no. Would we have?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So Mrs. York says, she goes, my boyfriend in college, first of all, like already
Talking to 12-year-olds.
12-year-olds.
All right.
My boyfriend in college was a trumpet player. And we were like, okay. I don't think anybody asked. I'm pretty sure nobody asked.
Yeah.
She just let us have it.
Okay.
This info. She goes,
Was she older?
but what does that mean?
I just want to know.
I don't know, dude. She could have been 50. And
Right.
she
It's
could
kind of
have
wild
been
seeing
28.
that teachers are like 20 and you're like, was my teacher fucking 20?
I have no clue.
Right. You knew the old ones.
Yeah, she wasn't old.
She was 30 then.
Yeah, she had red hair.
Okay.
If that means anything. I think she dyed it.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. So again, it
You're
doesn't
sitting
matter.
there, you're like, that's red, but I think it's fake. Anyway.
She goes, my boyfriend in college was a trumpet player. Trumpet players are the best kissers.
Yeah.
And that means
I
the
heard that.
best pussy eaters.
100%.
So is that appropriate to tell a 12-year-old? In 97. No.
You were the only one, I think,
That
when
caught
she
on?
said that, you were like, you dirty little birdie. You're like, why are you telling us all that? I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Yeah, like the
Adam Hood knows what you're
like
talking
Tavis.
about.
I was going to say Tavis.
I don't think Tavis knows what you're talking about.
Tavis is just like, does this have anything to do with The Undertaker? It doesn't matter.
My boyfriend in college was a trumpet player. And Richard's just like, you sick little bitch.
You gotta. I think she wanted to fuck. It's a weird thing now that I'm really thinking about it. I think.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
You're probably.
But, I mean, it's happening a lot these days.
Oh, okay. Okay. So next. So Mrs. York wanted to fuck me. Next. Okay. So canal stories. Now.
Living by the canal.
And by the way, do you know the name of the canal?
The Crosscut Canal.
Fingy. Boop. So it's called the Crosscut Canal, and I don't know if it always had that name, but it definitely has that sign or whatever that.
I think it was that before the sign.
But nobody knew, right?
Your
Did you?
dad would know.
My dad would know.
He knows all about the dirt around here.
He wanted
the
us
soils.
He wanted us to change.
Name our band that. I know.
He wanted us to change Stuck Mode to Crosscut Canal.
or something along those lines.
No, it was that. It was that. He was like, if you guys, he goes, you should either name your band January Paul
Yeah.
or Crosscut Canal, because January Paul.
Crosscut Canal kind of sounds like getting your tubes tied or something, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a surgical.
Someone would have
procedure.
taken that as like, oh, what's
Oh,
that
what is-
supposed to mean, huh?
Yeah.
Why do we got to get our tubes tied? Get your nuts chopped off.
Would you?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Like we're not trying,
No.
but we're also not making these drastic no procedures. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
is that where you guys are?
Yeah.
In the scheme
I
of
think
things?
so.
That's kind of cool.
Just
So if
nature or whatever.
So if a third comes along, it's like
It could.
it.
And I think we like knowing that it could better than knowing that it won't ever. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird little
Absolutely.
like
I
gray
can't-
area where it's like, cool.
Right. I can't relate, but like I can understand what you're saying.
Right.
And I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So my dad used to tube down the canal.
Oh yeah.
So this is in the late 60s, early 70s. So that canal was less industrialized, if you will. It was more just
a fucking canal, and there wasn't houses around it. It was orchard and
the canal itself was not. It was a ditch.
yeah, there wasn't concrete reinforcement and
No.
a waterfall and all that shit.
No, I think there was
Not even steps to get out if you fell in.
I don't think.
Probably
I mean,
not.
there was overpasses, I do believe, because there was road actually, but it wasn't quite as. There was citrus.
Yeah.
Citrus has always been there, but I don't believe it was as populated. It was just, fucking late 60s, early 70s. Kids will be kids. They're going to get in the canal. And I think it was illegal and not cool, but like my dad was. He
didn't abide.
He didn't abide.
No.
Never abided.
It's just-
I mean-
that's why he fucked around in it.
Product.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared to see what Ella, I'm not worried. June is going to be insane. June is going to just walk around this world just being like, I will do what I want to do.
And come out unscathed though.
I hope. I really
like the building falls and she's walking out just kind of like
the Joker in a Batman movie.
exactly.
Right.
Dude, I see that.
Okay. You're probably right.
I think.
Okay. So that canal, if you're not familiar, if you're from Scarsketchies, so
Only if you're from there.
if you're from Peru, fuck you. Actually, not at all. And thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a long episode. We only have 5 minutes, but I do believe we're going to go longer than this.
Yeah.
It's the 50th episode. Should we go for 6 hours?
Yeah, dude.
Not a chance. So if you're unfamiliar,
Canal.
if you're unfamiliar with the area, the canal runs through town. And like any town that you're in, you have a canal because, fucking Indians figured it out.
Yeah.
So
Irrigation.
So my dad did that. My canal story is from time to time, the canal empties. If you don't know this, know it now. From time to time,
Don't visit when it's empty because it smells awful.
it's absolutely fucking repulsive.
It is.
It smells like
It smells like that shitty area at the beach that's just full of fucking shells and seaweed and dry and flies and fucked.
yeah. Yes.
But with like shopping carts and fucking, a sleeping bag or whatever.
Yeah, and
that's
like a
in there.
condom or two,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
a couple of needles, and
Yeah.
just everything you could ever imagine in the water.
Crosscut.
So Crosscut emptied out one day, and so we had to go in.
100%.
I'm not exactly sure who was there.
And that was wild too. When you like get the nuts together to fucking go down in there, because the whole time you're like, what if it fucking turns on and like we got nowhere to run? You're thinking about the fucking worst case scenario.
and it's a lot bigger and deeper
you're like,
than
oh,
you
fuck.
imagine. You get down in and you're like, good God.
Yeah.
This is actually...
You
'cause
feel
it's-
this big.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So me and the only other person I can name for sure, because I just don't remember, was Tanner.
Yeah.
So me and Tanner...
So if you and Tanner, it was probably Angus and Tyler.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe Zach Sanders was there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I do think we were high.
Probably. Let's go down in the fucking canal, man.
And it's never my idea. I just always go along. I was never the creator of the idea.
Right.
Ever. I was just always the guy that
was a Tanner and Tyler thing.
Yeah, but I was always the guy who usually, whatever the idea was, I felt very skeptical up until the point of
No return.
And then I did it harder than everyone. And everyone would go, why? And I would go, why not? We're doing it. And I would get caught. Like the police would show up and everyone would skedaddle and somehow I got nailed.
I understand that completely.
Yeah. Okay. So we're down in the canal, John Ota. And for quite a while, it was dry. Totally dry. And why does it dry out? I haven't seen it dry in a very... does it go dry now at all?
I haven't seen it dried out in a long time.
Not that... But it used to dry out regularly.
Yeah. Not like super often, but regularly, for sure.
It was almost like they did it on purpose. Like
no, they did, for sure. Yeah. It's
To, like-
whether it was a maintenance thing or water control, distribution or whatever.
Okay, so it was dry. We go down, and it's dry...
Bone dry.
It's a dry basin. Okay.
Okay.
And then there was a puddle of water, like 100 yards up. And so we got
Upstream.
So we gotta go check out that puddle of water, baby. And so we go, and it just seems like a puddle of water, like a kind of a deep puddle of water in the dry canal. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe somebody threw a rock. I'm not exactly sure. But then the entire puddle was boiling. Like every catfish in the area had congregated to this small puddle. And you're talking about catfish on top of catfish on top of catfish on top of catfish.
Oh, geez, like a barrel.
Like a barrel of
Fish
catfish.
in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel. Now, Tanner had... He found a 2x4. Which is like no surprise, really. I mean, we're in a fucking dried up.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit. A 2x4 is basic shit.
We probably could have captured all of them and put it in a fucking shopping cart that was found in the canal, like you had mentioned before, and taken it to market.
Taking it to a water source.
To market.
Taking it to market. Yeah, those three-eyed things.
So, and by the way, the people who fish on the canal still to this day,
Yeah.
when they capture a fish,
I don't know.
it's a carp or a catfish.
Yeah.
What do you think they're doing with that? Is it for sport?
I hope so. I like to think so.
I do too.
I mean, I'm not eating it. I don't eat trout from a trout farm.
You should.
Why?
They're good. Yeah, but I get why you don't. But you just hope that they're not. You think it's sport?
There's just, yeah. I mean, there's rubber bands and they're eating all sorts of weird. They've poked up against needles and like their fillets are probably a little bit tainted with some. I mean, whatever.
They breathe by circulating water through their gills.
Like
and the water
irrigation and shitty, and there's probably dead. There's dead.
There's dead people.
Dead people in there.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
been dead people in there for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Here's
No, I like to think that people don't eat the fish out of the canal,
okay,
but they do.
yes,
For sure.
they definitely do.
100%.
What I do hope is that they capture the fish, then put it in a barrel of
Clean
fresh
water and let it fucking cleanse,
and then move
the
it,
shit.
and then dump that water, fill it up with more new, and then do that for like a week.
Yeah, I doubt it. Because if
Not
that's your
a
food
chance.
source,
If you're fishing for
you don't
food-
have that set up for sure.
Unless they just always have it on a week.
But like that's what you do with crawfish.
That is what you do.
Yeah. So like when Steve and I would go to Big Lake and catch some.
Because they're filter feeders.
Yeah, you gotta clean them out a little bit.
What do they call that? There is a word for that when you fuck it. So big pool of water. Tanner had a 2x4.
And
Just as like a walking stick, more than anything, and just kids fucking just
Yeah.
being like and just
2x4, yeah.
you're swinging it around. You could definitely knock somebody out on accident. You know,
Yeah.
like that is gonna I'm definitely gonna get that call. Like Charlie's gonna be with his friends.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, Jerry got hit with a 2x4, and I'm like, why did you guys have a 2x4? I don't fucking know. So Tanner had a 2x4. Anyways, he got a huge catfish out of the puddle. And what I mean by huge, I'm talking
Yeah.
20
pounds.
3 foot, 20 pounds. And a catfish's head is the size of a football.
And it's flat.
And it's flat, and it's fucking terrifying, kind
Yeah,
of.
they're ugly. They're ugly
It just
fish.
was too much. I remember just being like, this is too much.
Too much, guys. Let's get out of the canal, boys.
Let's get out of the canal, boy. It was like too much natural stuff happening. I was like, this is a real...
And he's into it.
And by the time I'm starting to have this thought, Tanner fucking takes a fucking 2x4 and cocks it all the way back and just over his head full. And Tanner's got a fucking arm.
Oh,
this
yeah.
kid is athletic to
No,
the
he's got a cannon.
dude, he just goes, ah, boom, and it hits this fucking catfish over the head.
And just ends it.
Not
2x4 breaks.
catfish has some sort of skeletal structure that is sub-bionic, some sort of bionic skeletal.
Cybernetic organism.
Yes. And Tanner hits it over the head. And I do believe that Tanner's intention was to kill it immediately upon striking it. Now, it did not die. It was more alive than it had ever been. It was then flopping big time.
Early signs of psychotic.
So Tanner repeatedly
Then
beats this fucking catfish over the head. Just bong, bong, bong. You know
until
how
it starts turning into...
it was because Tanner, there was a point of no return too, where it was
Right.
like,
You can't just do that and then leave.
You know those silly things where people just like bong, 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 like a cartoon where like somebody gets bonged on the head and it's just like they got to do it a bunch, you know, to like knock them out or whatever.
Yeah.
This was this times 1,000. And Tanner hits it first and it takes a chunk, but it's fully alive. And it's like I said, the skeletal, it's a very thick skull or something.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Flathead catfish.
So Tanner just beat this thing for minutes upon minutes upon minutes until he was tired.
You guys are just standing there like,
Still
what
alive.
the fuck?
Still alive. I do not know the end to the story. I don't remember.
You don't know what happened?
I don't remember because it's not like we definitely left it.
You didn't take it home
We didn't take it
for
home.
her
Might have
eating.
Yeah. So, God, there's something I do want to say, but like it's funny and it's racist
And offensive. Don't do it.
Okay. but it's I'm not okay. I won't. Thank you. So skip it,
Yeah.
Tanner.
And if someone tries to guess what it is, you're racist.
Yep.
Nah.
So that
So
was
you guys left.
Yeah,
Dropped the 2x4.
that was it. I think it died. I'm not sure. And by the way, I hate to say his name 1,000 times and like out him on like murdering a fish, but like it was. I know for 100% fact that this man would never do something like that now. We were 15 years old. We were adolescents doing stupid shit. I mean, we threw tacos at people, you know? So it's like we broke windows.
It was like the CKY thing.
Yeah, we vandalized. We did lots of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Nothing that we would do now. And I don't feel that bad because I know Tanner does never listen. None of these fucking people that are like our friends listen to this thing that we do ever.
His brothers, though, might be like, yo, you should listen to number 50 because your shit got thrown under
Danny's
the bus.
the biggest. Danny, don't rat me out, motherfucker. Danny.
He was probably there too, like a little fucking...
Yeah, Danny was there. But again, like,
whoa, this is crazy.
oh, and by the way, every single one of those fish died. Guaranteed.
Oh.
That puddle dried up. Like all the fish die. You know what I mean? It's not like they survived. So Tanner was just putting it out of its misery.
Yeah.
But it took a long time.
Yeah.
So that's the story about the canal. You got a canal story?
No. Well, no,
Okay.
I don't have one like that. I was actually riding bikes home from the bar with Kasky one night, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So I started riding towards it because I was gonna just like ET my ass into the canal because it was summer, and I was just like, fuck it, this will be funny. And then he like got in front of me on his bike and like deterred me from doing it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like, don't fucking do that. You're gonna be upset. And I'm like, you know, the next day I was like, God, thank you. But at the time I was like, I'm going for it.
So I hate to have
why
to.
not?
I hate to have to like out you a little bit here.
Oh, what?
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. So Cam has a bit of a reckless pattern. Okay? Correct? So we would go to any hotel. So if we play a show in Flagstaff, we're gonna get a hotel room. Right? Me and Cam, for
Yeah,
sure.
all the time.
We gonna bunk up. We gotta sleep in the same room together.
Yes.
And we usually have a room that's connected to the rest of the bandmates.
Yeah.
We always stayed together.
For sure.
Oftentimes, our friends would follow us up to wherever the fuck we went, would travel to see us play a show, because essentially what happens is now it's just a party.
It's close enough. It's a party. It's an hour drive, hour and a half.
Not a big deal. They get to be a part of the whole thing. Right? So Cam does have a bit, he had a tendency to, as we would start to consume alcoholic beverages, Cam would get a little,
Destructive.
yeah.
It's the Keith Moon dime bag thing, dude.
Yeah.
Joe Walsh.
Yes.
I was heavily inspired by that.
So it would be like this. If I could break it down, it would go like
Las
this.
Cruces.
So Cam would be, we would be like a big group of people sitting like around a bed, a hotel bed, and we would be just drinking and chatting, and then the group would get just one person smaller, but we wouldn't really notice, and that would be Cam leaving the group. So it would go from 7 people to 6 people, but the conversation was so engaging.
This is boring.
So Cam would just
I'd leave.
disappear. And then 2 minutes later, we would hear a rustling and a tussling, and we would take a little peek over, and Cam would have the lamp from the room in his hands, pulled out from the wall, socket out. And Cam would just go, I'm going to need to throw this out of the window now. And we'd go, no, don't do this. And Cam would go, I got to do it. And we'd be like, please don't. We got a deposit down in the room.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason.
And a lot of times, the lamp went out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there were some things that went out.
So Cam would
Artwork.
Cam, the fucking artwork. Cam would just tear down the bullshit artwork, and it would just go out the window.
I remember this one time we were at, you know what? No. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
My bachelor party
Okay.
when we were at the resort, and I was up on the fucking, because remember, it's like a 2-story
Was I there?
deal. I feel like you were. You should have been if you weren't.
I don't.
Oh, were you out?
I was kind of fucked
Were you
up.
under?
I did go
You
to
were
your.
under the thing.
Did I go to your bachelor party?
I don't know.
What did you do on your bachelor party?
I don't know. No, but like it was this 2-story suite, and like I was up on the. This is something I think about. Like,
Okay, I want to hear this.
like no, it's nothing I did that was like that crazy, but it
was
could
dangerous.
have been.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm like 20 feet, 30 feet in the air,
Okay.
just like straddling this fucking banister, whatever stairwell thing.
Right.
And I'm just like doing this shit, like yelling at the dudes down there. It's like, that could have been,
Yeah.
that was dangerous.
That's death
Yeah.
potential. That death potential.
Yeah. I don't know. Hotels and rock and roll, whatever, dude. I got that weird thing. I got the
did.
itch
Yeah,
to where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, I want to be Joe Walsh and fucking Keith Moon. Let's trash everything.
Yeah.
There's the only one that wanted to. I didn't have any buddies that wanted to.
No, we'd never.
Boozy maybe would have.
He'd sign off.
But he wasn't there.
He wouldn't
He was doing
participate.
something else somewhere else that was probably more dangerous than what I was doing.
And the thing with Anthony, he's probably interjected to like pump you up,
Oh, yeah.
and then he was gone.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like,
Oh,
"I
yeah,
love
you
this
should for
idea."
sure do
Yeah.
that. That's just later.
And then he was out.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I put my phone?
I don't know, dude. What do you got?
I just want to make sure. Oh, here it is. Okay, because we're there. We're
there.
We did it.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Hold on a second. Oh, before we go, I do want to touch a little bit on what it was like before screens were everywhere. Mm-hmm. So, just to relate it to my children, because it's the easiest way for me to sort of identify what that sort of means to me, because screens weren't even a thought. Like it wasn't even a possibility. It had not been invented really to that capacity. There was a TV and then a big bulky computer.
Yeah.
Those were the two screens, right? Mm-hmm. And then maybe like the microwave.
Yeah. Right.
So there's a meme.
Game Boys.
And Game Gear. Did you ever Game?
Oh, yeah.
Game
I only had a Game Gear.
Oh, really?
Well, I had a Game Boy and a Game Gear. But that was the extent of my Nintendos.
Okay.
Never had Nintendo.
You didn't have video games?
Like Afterburner.
You had after
Which is like one of those like...
the joystick?
Yeah, but with like the calculator screen. It's like if you hit it hard, it's just black or whatever.
Doug Gorley loves that Afterburner story because the second... Anyways.
But yeah.
So there's a meme that I love. So the meme is and this is got to be somebody from our generation came up with this meme because now we're getting old, which is bizarre. Mm-hmm. The meme is when I was a kid, when you got in trouble, you had to go inside. That was if you got in trouble, your mom would be like, "Get in the fucking house," and you'd be like, "No," and you'd be like, "Nah," and you'd be like, "All right, bye, Cam," and you're like skateboarding with fucking Gatorades and shit, and then. Now it's get outside is if your kid's in trouble.
Yeah.
Get outside. Mm-hmm. No. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're fucking glued
Yep.
to the various screens. Now you are doing a good job.
So far. We make an effort to not, I mean, like this past weekend, it was like the ground was wet and it's cold. And it's like they want to go out and run around and fucking early in the morning. And we're like, no, let's just chill and watch a movie or whatever.
Right.
But like, no, dude, we're like,
For the most part, get out there.
out there.
Yeah.
For sure. And they want to.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Because you did that.
Yeah.
And you know what? My kids, I think, other than June, fuck it. No, all of them. They all like fucking screens. Ugh. But the fact of the matter for me was, I didn't want to be inhabiting a lot of the same area as my parents. So I wanted to be out and away so that I could get into I could go beat fucking catfish.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
In the head.
Totally. For sure.
Right? I wanted to throw oranges.
That's experience you wouldn't get sitting in the house in front of anything.
No, and like it's not a great thing to do. But
No,
like,
but it's an experience.
and it does. It's another layer to who you are. Like,
It made you think.
yes, it was a thing.
It made you think.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
We fucking had orange fights,
Yeah.
green oranges.
Those were the best.
Yeah, and that's not good.
No.
Lots of things can happen bad. You're out in the fucking, and you would run through, dude. Bro. One of the things, remember when, I won't name any names or any cars or any vehicles, but we would take our vehicle. This is high school. We'd be drunk, and then we'd go into somebody's yard.
And yeah.
We'd
The Malibu, the fucking boat, and just peel out and do like lawn jobs. They're
Lawn
called lawn
jobs.
jobs. Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what it is, you just go into somebody's fucking
Yeah.
lawn.
Terrible.
not cool.
I'd hate that right now.
And then they fucking peel out and they leave the longest strip of peel out in your lawn.
Yeah.
And totally fuck up your whole lawn.
Yeah.
We did that. Like, dude, my house.
Mailboxes, dumpsters, lawn jobs.
My house would be 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
They could identify the car. We didn't give a shit.
No.
Do kids even TP these days? Is TPing even a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Because that was a thing.
Yeah.
God. Marcy Macaroli.
TP'd her house.
Yeah, because I liked her.
And see, that's the...
I liked her a lot.
You couldn't just swipe right or left. You had to earn your shit, like TPing their house, man.
Dude, JA.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Junior Assembly. I earned a few stripes.
Where they taught you how to be a person.
Yeah, you got candies for dancing good, and you went to fucking Ed DeBevick's. And if you went to Ed DeBevi's,
you were getting some sugar from the waitresses.
You sure were.
Yeah.
And you might get like a couple of like little laughters from the other gals from JA. And then you took that into high school. So you took that momentum of JA.
Right.
Baskin Robbins. Ed DeBevi's.
Yeah.
Which Ed DeBevi's is gone, right?
Yeah.
That's not good. They had good malts.
Burgers and malts.
The best malts.
Dude, one of those waitresses tried to kiss my brother. He fucking kicked her. So funny. I remember it.
YMCA.
But like JA was like getting your chivalry together and fucking now you're going to go out and
like be a man. It was like your man moment. But see, for me, it was all about just dancing. So Ryan Dodd.
For me, it was all about just fucking dance.
Ryan Dodd. Me and Ryan Dodd.
Oh, it was just you and Dodd?
So Tim, I think, was probably
Zach?
there. Yeah, but like Zach was timid.
Oh, yeah?
Zach Chambies was timid.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he was very timid. Still is.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean? He's that cute timid where you're like, oh.
He listens.
He listens.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the lunchbox thing?
No.
I told you about that, right?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. I'll tell you this and then we'll go.
We're just blasting our friends on this episode, dude.
But this makes me look like a fucking piece of shit, and like it gives Zach a bit of like humility, like he just like he stepped up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell this and then we'll go because we ain't too bad. We're like an hour.
We're fine.
Yeah, it's whatever. Who fucking cares, dude? Nobody listens all the way, anyways.
We might chop a bunch out anyways.
We can't chop anything.
Oh, okay.
We ain't chop. We're fine.
What are you chopping?
We ain't chopping nothing. We're gonna have a couple of these.
We'll let you listen to it tomorrow and see what you think.
We can't chop, dude.
I know.
You know. You've been on your best behavior.
I don't think I have. Have I?
Yeah.
I'm good?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing you said
Nothing I said?
that was bad
okay.
or incriminating.
I try to steer away from that kind of stuff. Oh, boy. Meringue
Is
pies.
this crazy?
No.
Okay. Okay, so this is a quick short story. So it's odd because I didn't even have the realization that what I was doing was wrong up until the moment where it was I was shown that it was wrong.
Oh, yeah?
So apparently every lunch time, first of all, let's just say this. I got school lunch. Your boy didn't go. My mom didn't pack me a lunch.
Right. You got the ticket.
I was a public school, punch my ticket kind of kid.
Yep.
Okay, so we got
boiled hot dogs, hot ham and cheese.
Yes. Pizza, square pizza.
Yep.
Or rectangle pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with that cheese, dude.
Yeah,
amazing.
Dude, the cheese was
It was so plastic.
It was straight plastic.
It's just amazing they fed that to hundreds of kids.
Yeah. Dude, my very first like food boss said that he was doing school lunches like that, where like the state would provide the food and he would like cook it and then take it. He said he wouldn't feed it to his dog. And I go, I ate that my
For fucking years.
whole life. Yeah. They had chicken fried steak.
Yeah, they did have chicken fried steak.
Actually,
yeah.
Chicken fried steak was all right.
It wasn't bad. There was a bit of it.
And
you can see like the hammer holes, the mallet holes for
But
sure.
it was actually on a giant there was a giant pin that was probably the size of like.
They just wheeled it through like a sheet.
No, it was just one after another. It didn't go around. It just went through.
First is gray.
It probably, but
it wasn't bad.
It was like 10 tons.
It was like and mashed potatoes. Yes. Yeah, mashed potatoes with that gravy a little bit.
Yes.
The mac and cheese, it's like you would think.
Okay, chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Okay.
Legit. Corn dogs.
Corn dogs. Not bad.
But the fucking boiled hot dogs, dude. Like
that's what I put in my pants, and I got my very first suspension. I got an out of school suspension for putting that in my zipper.
Through the zipper.
And I put it in a girl's face. I was in first grade.
You didn't even need junior assembly, dude. You already knew how to be a man.
Just put my.
You just fucking.
I got suspended
so bad.
2 times that year. I was in first grade. I got out of school suspension twice in first grade.
Dude, you had a record.
I threw rocks at.
Already. And
We ain't going there.
Nope. Don't do it.
I ain't. So what's the story?
I don't know. You were talking about how Zach fucking just stretch it out.
You're flying. Anthony's like, you're flying. Oh, yes, Zach. So
Yeah.
I guess every lunch, I would straight up, dude, I have no recollection of this. Where my memory kicks in is on the day of reckoning. Okay. So I've done like 6 precursors. Let me just tell you what the deal is.
Just what happened.
Every goddamn day I would search through Zach. Zach would have his lunch, his little lunchbox that opened up like a clamshell.
Yeah.
I'd be rustling and tussling
Through it?
through his lunch.
What do I get today?
Yeah, selecting the things that I would like to eat from his lunchbox.
He just let you do it.
This is why I'm saying Zach's a little timid. Like, he's a polite little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like a kind heart. And he just had me, who was unhinged.
Yeah.
And I'm in there rustling and
You're
tussling.
like, oh, fucking rubber hound dogs in my zipper, and fucking, what do you got? Can I have the chips? Yeah, I can.
I'm like, let me get those Cheez-Its. Let me get your fucking...
God, that's why you never got Gatos right away, bro.
Yeah, bro. So... That is why.
That's exactly why.
And we all know that's why.
Yeah, I know.
We know why.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the... Yeah. But I figured it out right around that time. Like, I realized that my shit wasn't that cool. And, like, I had to just be a person. And I clicked in.
You clicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
You got that Gato.
I got that Gato and Passy. So,
You're going through his lunch.
and Splashers.
Tongue splashers that came in the paint can.
We've talked about it so much.
Yeah. Because at first I'm like, is he talking about gushers in Zach's lunch
No.
or tongue splashers at my house?
That's the thing. Yeah. So, very first Price Club membership, we did it.
So many.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it was Price Club before Costco. Anyways, that's how old we are.
yeah.
Screens and stuff, John Ota. So I'm a rummaging.
Yeah.
Every day.
Getting first pick.
And I got
hey,
no-
Napoleon, give me some tots.
Yeah. And by the way, I have no idea how long this went on for. It could have been 2 days or it could have been 2 years.
Right.
I don't know. But what I do know is there was a time, the day of reckoning, I went in and Zach Chambers went boom.
Oh, he closed it on your hand.
He slammed his fucking
Lunchbox.
down on my fingies.
I bet it felt so bad.
I was like, ah! And I was like, why? And he was like, and I don't remember what he said, but it was something along the lines like, you can't keep doing this to me. This is my lunch.
Yeah.
He goes, or like something like, you always put your hand in my lunch.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, that means that he was carrying this animosity
100%.
for however long.
2 days or 2 years, we don't know.
It
But
opened, I went straight in, he slammed it on my fingers, and I'll never forget.
and you never fucking did that again.
Never again. I did realize at that moment, I was like, wow, I'm not the only human on the earth.
Right.
I need to respect other people and like what they are doing.
If we went to him with this, would he remember that?
Yes.
For sure.
If he doesn't, I'll be pissed because it is like a defining moment. It actually structured how I lived. That's how monumental that moment was.
Right.
I might have still been a little prick
Yeah.
after that, but like definitely something.
You took it down a notch.
Something changed.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not the only one here. Okay. People, because I just plowed through life up until that moment.
Yeah.
I just fucking plowed through life. Everyone is in my way, right? But that moment, Zach
Where you
Chambers,
clamshelled your hand.
he taught me a valuable lesson that day.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. And thank you so much.
Good job, Zach. Fuck yeah. Good job. He was like, Richard ate my lunch again. And his dad's like, next time he fucking does that, and he reaches into your lunchbox, you fucking slam it on his fingers. That's what you do.
That's what you stepped in.
That's what you did. And then he spends the abrasion on your palm. It's been real.
That's been a nice little evening.
It has.
50 down. We got back-to-back guests. Two really lovely individuals. And I fucking wish that I could share that picture that I showed you of guest.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 weeks from now.
Brilliant. Yeah.
He's bringing an additional guest.
Yep.
That has a piece of apparel that is going to be outstanding. Custom.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for that. And we appreciate you guys coming along for this lengthy journey. We apologize if it was too long for you. Sorry.
That's what you slipped in. That's what you fell in.
And that explains the abrasion on your palm. Thank you.
Shut up!
Woo!
Give it to me, baby.
I don't even know how to.
I don't know what to do.
I think we'll just stop it.
Our
and
guy
then
left.
Maybe he'll cut this. Taylor, this is specifically for you.
Cut it.
Cut it.